Welcome to MSIKC Session 10. My dear learners, if you are new to my channel, then I request you to check out my previous session videos for your better understanding. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon for further notifications, and if you really like MSIKC classes, then share the link with your family and friends so that they are benefited with these videos. Today's session is going to be on more modal verbs and the difference between the suffix beta and baradu. We are going to learn about this in detail. Let us consider that your friend is advising you. Your friend would suggest you should not eat junk food. But whether your mother advises you in the same way, mostly no. Her advising way would be more forceful and clear. So she would tell you should never eat junk food. Now, both these sentences are actually used to advise, as the verb should is there. We use this modal verb to say something is really best to do. The difference between these sentences is usage of not and never. When should not is used, it is not firmly told. The message is not firmly told. When should never is used, the message is firmly told. It is strong, clear, and firm. Now, how to translate these sentences to Kannada? The answer is yes, you're right. The answer is suffix. We attach the proper suffix to OFV to get our modal verb. In our case, OFV is eat. Eat in Kannada is called as tinnu. Now let's look at suffix. We use baradu suffix baradu. We use this suffix for should not, and we use le baradu suffix for should never. When you attach baradu to your OFV tinnu, it becomes tinna baradu. Remember the rule. When you attach the suffix, if your OFV is ending with u sound, you need to discard that sound. Okay, that's why it is not tinnu baradu, it is tinna baradu. Okay, now le baradu, when you attach to your OFV tinnu, it becomes tinna le baradu, same as tinna baradu. You are discarding the sound u. So tinna baradu is used for should not eat. Tinna le baradu is used for should never eat. Now let's try to translate our sentences. You should not eat junk food becomes Neenu junk food tinnabāradu. If it is with respect, it will be Neevu junk food tinnabāradu. Okay, it means regardless of age and gender, the modal verb remains same. You should never eat junk food becomes Neenu junk food tinnalebaradu. If it is with respect, then it would be Neevu junk food tinnalebaradu. Okay. Let us understand the difference between Beda and Baradu. If you remember the example that we had considered in my last session, that is session 9, we worked on the sentence, do not eat spicy food. When you translate this to Kannada, it is spicy food tinnabeda or tinnabedi. And today we worked on you should not eat junk food. It becomes Neevu junk food tinnabaradu. Among these, which one is the suggestion related? Both are suggesting something, but formally the second one is the one which should be used for suggestion. The difference in these is in the first sentence, beda is used, the suffix beda is used for without respect, and bedi is used for with respect. Whereas in the second sentence, baradu is not age dependent. Regardless of the age, it is always baradu. ನೀವು junk food ತಿನ್ನಬಾರದು. Or if it is ನೀನು, then also it will be ನೀನು junk food ತಿನ್ನಬಾರದು. Let us consider more examples so that you are clear with the concept learned today, and also it becomes easier for you to use the modal verbs in future. Let's consider that you are reading a notice board. Usually, you would see such notice boards in school or colleges or even in offices. Okay. Now, we are going to read this notice board and we are going to translate the sentences to Kannada. The first one for you is you should not miss everyday meeting. Okay. So now in this, the miss is the verb, right? So we need to have the OFV. So miss in Kannada is tappisu. So this is your OFV. Tappisu. So it is ending with O sound. Now you know the rule and translate the sentence to Kannada. Pause for a while and then unpause to check your answer. The answer is ನೀವು ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ತಪ್ಪಿಸಬಾರದು. So every day is pratidina, right? And when you apply the rule, it will become tappisabaradu. Okay. Now the next one, you should not be late to the meeting hall. Okay. Now B is the OFV, right? B in Kannada is agu. Okay. So right now, according to the situation, right now, the proper OFE to be used is agu. Okay. So now how will you translate this? The answer is ನೀವು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಲ್ಗೆ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಬಾರದು. Right? So to the meeting hall, right? So we know how to use this to the meeting hall. That is gay. For to, we use gay. If you want to have more idea on this, please refer session 8. You haven't. Okay. Now, you should not be late to the meeting hall becomes ನೀವು meeting hallಗೆ late ಆಗಬಾರದು. Next one, you should not bring cell phones to meeting hall. Now, bring is your verb. So, bring in Kannada is taru. So, this is the OFV taru, which is ending with the U sound. Now, pause for a while, translate the sentence and unpause to check your answer. The answer is ನೀವು ಸೆಲ್ ಫೋನ್ಸ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ರೂಮ್ಗೆ ತರಬಾರದು. Right? To meeting hall. So, meeting roomಗೆ ತರಬಾರದು. Okay? Let us consider more examples for the modal verb should never. The Kannada suffix to be used for this modal verb is lebaradu. Right? Now, let's look at some situations where this modal verb can be used. You should never break traffic rules. Break is the verb. The OFV for the break in Kannada is muri. Muri. So it is ending with the sound E. Now translate this sentence, pause for a while and then unpause to check your answer. Answer is ನೀವು traffic rules ಮುರಿಲೇಬಾರದು. Next one, you should never smoke. So if you see here, this is smoke. Okay. So I want you to use verb madu. Use verb madu and translate this sentence. So exactly if I want to say this in Hindi, I would say this. आपको smoke कभी भी नहीं करना चाहिए. So karna, right? This is what you have used in Hindi. Now it means you have to use do. So do in Kannada, you already know it very well. It's madu, right? Now translate. ನೀವು ಸ್ಮೋಕ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬಾರದು. Okay. As I have already mentioned in my session 8, that to practice cases, you need to have more knowledge on pronouns and verbs. That's the reason why we are working on modal verbs. And tenses also you will get to see in future classes. So with the help of the learned modal verbs, we will work on few more cases. I've already introduced few cases to you. There are more cases to be learned and that will be introduced soon. Till then, do practice on the learned concepts and happy learning. Thank you.